Health and fitness is something that I hold very near and dear to my heart because it's for several reasons. One of them being that I've had friends that unfortunately passed away from health issues that was 100% preventable. I have friends and family now that I see struggling with health issues that's also 100% preventable. There was a time when I was living an unhealthy life myself. I was slightly overweight, I had high blood pressure, had difficulty breathing, I was suffering from very severe depression at the time. And when I made that decision to start exercising and start eating right, my life changed. My depression went down drastically. My self-confidence went up a lot. I felt so much better about myself. I felt healthier. I could breathe. My quality of life just increased drastically just by changing the way I eat and exercise. It wasn't easy. I didn't have money to afford a personal trainer to teach me how to eat right and how to exercise, but just through perseverance and learning and consistency, I finally figured out something that works for me and also works for other people as well. So here are my 4 principles on how to get fit. One of the questions I get asked a lot is, where do I start? Do I start with changing my diet? Do I start with exercise? Which one's more important? And I always recommend changing your diet, changing your eating habit. You can train 7 days a week for hours on end every day, but if you still eat junk food all the time, you're not gonna see results. At the end of the day, you cannot out-train a poor diet. You can walk into a McDonald's right now, you can easily consume 2,000 calories in a matter of 30 minutes or less, but to burn off 2,000 calories is gonna require a lot of time and a whole lot of effort. By the way, 1 pound of body fat equals 3,500 calories. One of the biggest issues I see right now with our society is that there's just so much junk food out there with a lot of bad chemicals, a lot of sugars, and it's highly addictive. And these foods, these processed foods, processed junk food, it wreaks havoc on your body. I see our body like I see high performance cars. I'm a car guy, I love cars. A high performance race car, it requires a certain type of high quality fuel. You give anything less than that and it's not gonna run right and it's gonna run into some serious issues. The human body is the same way. Our body was designed to consume high quality natural foods. Our body was not designed to eat junk food. If you eat junk food on a consistent basis, it's gonna run into some serious issues. You're gonna run into issues like obesity, high blood pressure, diabetes, heart disease, the list goes on. Our body just wasn't designed to eat junk food. I have a rule of thumb. If a caveman did not have access to it, I don't eat it. I generally eat what caveman would have ate back then. By eating this way, everything changed for me. I built muscle, I lost weight, I got more energy. I just eat the way nature intended humans to eat. This is the way I feel, in my opinion. This is how a human body was made to consume food. There's this misconception that you have to eat like a rabbit. You gotta eat salads and starve yourself to lose weight, and that's just not true. I eat like a king. I eat eggs, steak, chicken, fish, pork chops, fruits, vegetables, you name it, I eat it. And I eat really good. And I get results. I lose weight, I build muscle, I get stronger, I got more energy, just because I eat how a caveman would have ate. I eat how I feel nature intended humans to eat. I eat how the human body was designed to eat. I absolutely love to cook. And in future videos, I would definitely post videos on how to cook certain meals that get results but are also very delicious. Exercise is a given. If you want to be fit, you have to exercise. Now, depending on your goals, whether you want to lose weight or build muscle or build strength, that's going to determine how you train. Somebody who's trying to lose weight, they're going to train differently than somebody who's trying to build muscle or build strength. The CDC recommends that you get at least 150 minutes a week of exercise of moderate intensity and 2 days of strength training. I personally work out 6 days a week. 3 days I do calisthenics. The other 3 days I train with weights. If you're a beginner, I highly recommend you start with just 3 days a week and start with like 30 minutes a day. You can do something basic like Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and just do like 30 minutes a day. Start low. Something moderate. Don't go too extreme with it because your body's not used to it and you can get hurt and you can get burned out. If you are a beginner, you're going to experience what is called newbie gains. And newbie gains is when you see progress quickly because your body's not used to that type of stress. That first year of consistent training, it will yield great rapid results. Now it starts to taper off like around 2nd year, 3rd year. You still get results year after year. However, that first year is when you see results quickly. Exercise is obviously very beneficial for you physically, but is also very beneficial for you mentally. Exercising helps relieve stress, it helps deal with depression, it also leads to progress, and progress equals happiness. Imagine having a goal of losing 100 pounds, and you achieve that goal. Think about how happy that'll make you feel. Think about how accomplished that will make you feel inside. You just achieved a massive goal. It could be weight loss, it can be, adding weight to your bench press, but just think about how good you will feel if you set out a goal, a big goal, and you completed that goal. Progress equals happiness. Remember that. Consistency is so important. You can train right, you can eat right, but if you're not consistent with it, you're just spinning your wheels and you're not gonna see much progress. Sure, you can starve yourself, you can work out 7 days a week, work out for 3 hours a day, and you can get progress that way, but realistically, how long can you sustain that? And is that really a healthy option? It's never healthy to starve yourself. It's never healthy to work your body to death. And it's also gonna mess with your consistency. That's why I highly recommend you get a nutrition program that you can sustain long term. Like I said earlier, it doesn't have to be boring. You don't have to eat like a rabbit and eat salads all day long. You can eat like a king like I do and still get results. And that's something you can sustain long term. How you train is gonna depend on your goals and also your schedule. Everybody has a different schedule. Some people have less time than others. But find a routine that works best for you that you can sustain long term and get results consistently. It is recommended that you lose 2 pounds of body fat per week. Now, someone who's trying to lose 100 pounds, just 2 pounds a week doesn't sound like much, but when you compound that week after week after week after week, it's a lot and it's consistent. You're gonna get to that goal in no time. But if you start off with a program that's not sustainable long term, you're gonna quit and give up, and it's gonna halt your progress right then and there. Slow and steady wins the race. Find a plan that works best for you and your schedule and be consistent. Setting goals is imperative. You have to set goals. It doesn't matter if you're trying to lose weight, build muscle, build strength. You have to set goals, and you have to set realistic goals. You can't set a goal of losing 100 pounds in 2 weeks. That's not realistic, but you have to set goals. If you want to hit a target, you have to have a target first. But on top of goals, you also have to have a reason why. Why do you want to do this? Why do you want to lose weight? Why do you want to build muscle? And it has to be a strong enough reason why. Understand that change is difficult. Change is painful, which is why a lot of people avoid change. It's more comfortable to remain the same, even though it might affect them long term later on in life. It's more comfortable to remain the same than it is to put in the effort and change right now and deal with that pain. But if you have a strong enough reason why, it's gonna help you push past that pain and keep going. Let me tell you about my day. I wake up at 4:30 in the morning. I get up, take a shower, go to the kitchen, cook my breakfast, sit down and eat, relax for a little bit, get up, do my dishes, clean the kitchen a little bit, and then I go to work. I start work at 7 o'clock in the morning, but I get there at 6:30 because I like to be early and I like to set things up because when I punch in, I want to get the ball rolling right away. I work outside, I work in this heat, and this heat wave recently has been absolutely brutal. It reached like almost 113 degrees and I was cooking outside. From time to time, I'm lifting heavy things. I'm on my feet most of the time. And, you know, between the sun, between the heavy lifting and just walking around all the time, you know, I'm exhausted by 3:30. 3:30, I punch out, I go home and I'm dead. Get in the shower and then I head to the park to do calisthenics, or I just go to the gym and lift weights. I work out for like an hour, hour and a half, and then I get home around 6:30. By that point, I'm really dead. I'm really exhausted and mentally drained and physically drained, but get in the shower, get out, I start cooking dinner, and then I make lunch for the next day. Sit down, eat, relax for a little bit, get back up, and I clean the kitchen, do the dishes. After that, I either go to my office on my computer, start working on my next YouTube video, or, you know, working on my phone on the next YouTube video. Bedtime is around 10:30, 11 o'clock sometimes. I sleep around 5.5 hours, maybe 6 hours, depending on the day, and then right back at it again. 4:30 in the morning, shower, breakfast, work, park or gym, you know, the whole cycle again. And to say I'm exhausted is an understatement. I am dead, exhausted, tired, you name it. I'm just completely drained. But it's my reason why. My why keeps me going. My why, it helps push me through that exhaustion and push myself hard at the gym or at the park, push myself to intensity. I don't go to the gym or work out and, you know, just spin my wheels and just mess around. Like, I really go at it hard, full beast mode. But it's my reason why. It's my why that keeps me going. I have specific goals and I have a reason why. Health and fitness is so important to me because I'm slightly paranoid of getting sick. I've seen a lot of people get sick because of health related reasons that they could have prevented had they lived a healthier lifestyle. I don't want to get sick. I want to live a long and healthy life. I don't have kids, but, you know, if one day I do have kids, I want to be a role model for my child. I want my child to be inspired by me and be inspired by my strength and my work ethic. I want my child to see what I do and be inspired by what I do. I want to be a hero to my child. One of the ways is being a strong male. And speaking of being a strong male, it's something I got from, you know, my father and Grandpa Jack, and they always preached to me ever since I was a little kid that, you know, I'm a man and I have to be a strong man. I have to be a protector of the family. I have to be a capable man. My father was a pretty strong guy back then, and Grandpa Jack was he was a really strong guy, and that's something that really left an impression on me. I said, man, I want to be like that. I want to be that strong. I want to look like that. I remember around 3 years ago, it was New Year's, and we were at a rooftop. We were trying to look for parking, and there was no parking anywhere. Finally, we got to the rooftop and we found parking, and there was a bunch of commotion going on. I couldn't figure out what it was. And finally, I turned around and I saw this, you know, big heavyset guy. He brutally slapped this woman who was like half his size. I got out the car, a bunch of other guys got out the car to allay his defense, and we ran that guy away. And all of that commotion, that violence was just because of a stupid parking spot. And I remember thinking that night, I remember clearly thinking, what if somebody assaulted my woman like that and I wasn't strong enough to defend her? I remember that feeling so clearly, and it just like really enforced that belief of what my, you know, Grandpa Jack had told me, is that I have to be a strong man. I have to protect my family. That's one of the reasons why I obsess over strength, because I want to be a strong man to protect my family. I remember several points in my life when I was a lot younger and I was weak, I was taken advantage of, and it was just, I'll never forget those times. And you know, you can't appreciate true strength if you never experienced weakness. And I've experienced weakness, and it was devastating for certain moments of my life, and I don't ever want to experience that ever again. Yes, I'm tired, I'm exhausted, I'm completely drained, but it's my reasons why that help push me to keep going even though I'm just completely drained. When you have goals, when you have a reason why, you will succeed. You'll be surprised what the human mind and body is capable of when you have a mission. You'll be surprised what you can achieve if you just set your mind to something, have a goal, have this mission, and just have a strong enough reason why to pursue that mission. No matter what you do in life, I want you to always have a goal. Always have a goal, and always have a reason why to achieve that goal. Anything worth having in life requires work, dedication, and sacrifice. But I'd much rather deal with the pain of discipline than deal with the pain of regret. I'd much rather deal with the pain of having to push myself in the gym to its limit when I'm already physically and mentally tired from my job. I'd much rather deal with that pain than deal with the pain of regret. I don't want to get older in life and realize that I can't enjoy life because I didn't take care of myself. I don't want to deal with that pain. I want everybody watching this to feel what I feel. I want you to feel the confidence that I feel. I want you to feel the energy that I feel. I want you to feel that happiness and joy that I feel from accomplishing my goals. Many years ago, a doctor told me that I could never lift weights ever again because of an injury that I had from an accident. I remember sitting at that doctor's office feeling so devastated because you don't know how bad I wanted to lift weights and get big and strong. I remember going home and I had this, we had this bench press that we got from Kmart, one of those cheap bench presses with a cheap bar, and I had 25 pounds on either side, and I remember struggling so bad to get that bar off the rack. I literally could not get that bar off the rack because of my shoulder. But I had a goal and I was determined to accomplish that goal. And one day I finally got the bar off the rack and I was ecstatic. I was so happy. You cannot understand how happy I was. And even though it was just little weight, I was excited. After that point, I just kept adding more weight. I got bigger, I got stronger, and then the most I benched on a bench press was 225 pounds for like 5 reps. And coming from a place where a doctor told me I could never lift weights ever again to benching 225 pounds, I was ecstatic. And I'll never forget how happy I felt. My life has changed so much after that. I felt better mentally, I felt better physically. My life changed completely from just, eating right and exercising on a daily basis. I want you guys to feel that. I want you guys to know that you're capable of doing anything that you want to do if you just put your mind to it. Set up goals and then be determined to accomplish that goal. It doesn't matter how much money you have. If you don't have good health, it doesn't mean anything. Health is so important. I want you guys to enjoy life. I want you guys to live your life to the fullest. I want you guys to feel confident that no matter what, you can accomplish anything you want, but it starts with your health. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to, watch my videos. And I understand, everyone's busy. We have limited time, but you have no idea how much I appreciate you guys taking time out of your busy schedule to watch my videos and leave comments and subscribe. It means the absolute world to me. And this is why I want to put out great content to help you guys out. And I truly appreciate your time. It means the world to me. Thank you so much. I will from time to time put out more fitness related videos. If you have any questions, leave it down in the comments. I'll answer you, or I'll just make a video about it. Thank you so much. Please like, subscribe, share. It means the world to me. Thank you guys so much, and have a great day.